Hello lovely YouTube people, what's going on? Ever thought about what is the highest currency in the world today? Most likely you're thinking now about British pound, US dollar, or euro. There are at least a few currencies with a higher value than these three. We've put together a list of the top 10 world's highest valued currencies in the world. You'll be surprised to learn that being the most widely traded USD is not even in the middle of the list, but almost at the end of it. So, during this video, we are going to look at the top 10 currencies with the most value around the world. Are you curious? Then sit back, relax, and watch the entire video. But first, hit the subscribe button. Number 10. The Canadian dollar. Canada's national currency is the Canadian dollar, CAD, and 1 CAD pegs to 0.75 USD. Valued for its stability and purchasing power, it's used by many investors, intraday market speculators, investment bankers, forex brokers, individual investors, managers of hedge funds, etc. Investors frequently use it in the forex market, through currency pairings, and in the CME Globex futures market. It has a market share value of about 119 USD, and the IMF ranks it as the world's 5th most commonly held money. Since it's a floating currency, an open market rate determines its value, not the Canadian government. Consequently, its value can fluctuate as much as 10% in a single trading day. Number 9. Australian dollar. The Australian dollar is the current monetary unit used in the Commonwealth of Australia, including numerous islands in this region. In 2016, the Australian dollar became the 5th most traded currency in the world after the US dollar, euro, Japanese yen, and pound sterling, and was responsible for 6.9% of the world's daily share. The Australian dollar is one of the most popular currencies among the forex traders due to Australia's relatively stable economy and government, marginal intervention in the foreign exchange market by the central government, and its greater exposure to most of the big Asian markets. Number 8. US dollar. Today, the US dollar is the most traded currency in the forex market. Owing to the US economy leadership, it gained the title of the primary world reserve currency. It has the highest demand and is involved in more than 85% of daily forex trades. All of this makes the US dollar one of the costliest world currencies. As of September 2018, there were about 1.69 trillion USD in circulation. 70% of banknotes, however, are circulating outside the US. Interestingly, there were times when, along with traditional nominations, notes with the face value of 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and 100,000 were issued. Number 7. The European euro. The European Union's money is the European euro, and 1 euro converts to 1.14 USD. The euro to dollar rate keeps changing because the euro uses a flexible exchange rate. Besides the 17 countries of the Eurozone that peg to the euro, other countries in the world also peg to the euro. Because of its widespread usage, it is among the most popular and expensive currencies in the world, with many nations relying on it for international cash settlements. Number 6. Swiss franc. Switzerland is one of the world's wealthiest nations. Its economy is considered by investors as tax heaven due to its low tax rates and fairly stable economy. Swiss franc is the official currency of Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and a legal tender in Campione d'Italia, a small Italian enclave in the Lombardy region. In 2016, the Swiss franc accounted for 0.2% of the total foreign exchange reserves, down by 0.1% from 2015. Number 5. Cayman Islands dollar. The Cayman Islands dollar is the only Caribbean currency on the list of the highest ones. The reason is that this autonomous British territory is one of the world's best tax havens and one of the 5 largest offshore financial centers. The country provides licenses for hundreds of banks, hedge funds, and insurance companies. Dollar bill, y'all. We're almost at number 1. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like and subscribe button. Number 4. The British pound sterling. The United Kingdom's national currency is the British pound sterling GBP, and 1 GBP pegs to 1.26 USD. When it comes to the history of money, the British pound sterling may be the most resilient. It's still a major player in the world of finance, and it took 3 world-shaking events like World War I, World War II, and the Great Depression of the 1930s to force the mighty British pound sterling to give up its leadership role as the world's reserved currency. Yet despite its fall from grace, it remains a formidable currency, the 5th most valuable in the world. Number 3. Omani Rial. Like most of the Gulf countries, Oman's economy heavily depends on its oil exports, though its economy is relatively diversified. Oman has the 25th largest oil reserve in the world, with with identified oil reserves up to 5.5 billion barrels. The Omani Rial was first introduced as the nation's legal currency in 1973, when it replaced the Rial Saudi, not Saudi Rial, after changes in regime. Rial is subdivided into 1,000 paisa, lower denomination. Between 1973 and 1986, the Omani Rial was fixed, pegged to the American dollar at a rate of 1 Rial, 2.895 USD. It changed in 1986 when it was updated to 1 Rial to 2.6008 USD. Number 2. Bahraini Dinar. The world's second most valuable currency is the Bahraini Dinar, with a conversion rate of 2.66 per 1 dinar. It is pegged to the US dollar, and its exchange rate against the USD remains stable since 1987. Bahrain is a Persian Gulf island state with a population of just over 1 million people. As with Kuwait, its largest source of income is the global gas and petroleum export. Before Bahrain became one of the leading oil-producing countries, the major profit-gaining industry here was pearl mining. However, in the 1930s, the production ceased due to pearl cultivation in Japan. Interestingly, the Saudi Rial is officially a legal tender in Bahrain next to dinar. Their exchange rate is fixed as well and equals 1 dinar to 10 rials. Number 1. The Kuwaiti Dinar. Kuwait's national currency is the Kuwaiti Dinar, KWD, and 1 KWD equals 3.29 USD. Issued in 1961, after Kuwait's independence forced Britain to withdraw its political control of the Middle East, the Kuwaiti dinar is the most valuable currency today. In 1975, Kuwait pegged its national currency to a monetary system called a weighted currency basket. The Iraqi dinar replaced it after the 1990 Iraqi invasion, but after liberation in 1991, the Kuwaiti government put this currency in circulation again and restored the dinar exchange rate value. Pegged to the US dollar in 2003, Kuwait returned to the weighted currency basket in 2007, where it remains a strong currency. Thank you for watching. We hope you liked this video. The comment section is all yours. Tell us, what is your country's currency? Hit like and subscribe to this channel, and also press the bell icon for more top 10 countdowns.